Hey everybody, my name is Glenn, and this is my YouTube video. This video is to get the attention of the not only the media but talk show hosts and others who are interested in hearing about what it's like to be a survivor of electroshock treatment. I was in the hands of the state as a child at the Waltham Metropolitan State Hospital, Waltham, Massachusetts, aka the spooky place, and it lives up to its reputation, and I'll tell you why in a moment. But my purpose for this video is to let people know about what happened to me as a child in the hands of the state. And I wasn't the only one. You know, there were other children who were at this hospital for whatever reason were sexually molested by doctors, nurses, orderlies, even a priest, or I should say priests, as more of them, being placed in the hands of perverted people. That's the reason why this story is called Sins of the Father. And yes, I am a follower of the Alex Jones Show and Jesse Ventura's conspiracy theory. This kind of goes right hand in hand with conspiracy theory. So Jesse, if you're watching, if you're listening, you talk about things of what the state did, especially with children, when they sexually molest children and then wanting to send them back to their families, giving them electroshock treatment to erase the memory of what happened to them while they were there. Well, a lot of people eventually died from electroshock treatment. I know of one girl who went into the room who had the shock treatment. She came out, and when she came out, she was dead. And then it was my turn. The fact is that it didn't make me forget. It didn't piss me off. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It didn't kill me. It didn't make me forget. It just pissed me off, is what I'm saying. And the haunting memory of this place and that girl who died is what brought me to break my silence. No child deserves to be treated and molested while in the hands of the state. That's just like, it's wrong. And there's no difference between that and a Nazi war crime. It's called crimes against humanity. And one of the other purposes of this video is to let you viewers to know, media know, I'm going after the state of Massachusetts, and I'm going after Harvard University in a court of law, and I am going to sue them. I am going to sue them big time for what they did to me as a child. You know, like I said, I wasn't the only one this happened to, and probably wasn't the last. But I know that I'm the only one who's come forward from this place as a child, now grown up, a man, who's brought light of the electroshock treatment, the molestation from the workers there. And it really hurts. It really does. It really hurts me to have to go this route, to let everybody know what happened. No child deserves to be robbed of their innocence, whether it be by a family member or even those within the state. It is wrong. So now you know what happened to me as a child. And as for the spooky place, it's full of paranormal activity. And because of this incident that happened with this young girl, and being haunted for the past 52 years of my life, is what's prompted me to become a paranormal investigator, doing research and trying to find out and get to the bottom of things. And with me, there's never going to be a price. It's going to always be a free service for anybody who asks. Because to me, families, children are important. No child needs to live with that particular thing hanging over them, knowing that a home that they're in may or may not be haunted. So that's the reason why I'm involved in the paranormal. And the other reasons are that several times in the past I've gone back to that place, to that hospital when it was shut down. And one of the things that made me a believer, well, if you'll read part of that in the story I put there, but in full, I remember going back there one time and saw this old metal bike and just sat there, and all of a sudden just moved a couple of inches, and the next thing I know is right on past me. Nothing behind it but a black shadowed mask that shoved that bike right past me, made me a believer in the paranormal. As a child growing up in this place, I've seen some things there at that hospital I couldn't understand. And even as an older, in my teens, I still couldn't understand, but I kind of grasped what was going on, that ghosts were real. So now you got it. My reason for wanting to do this, I have some deep, dark, a really deep, dark past because of this place, and now I'm breaking my silence and coming forward. So you people in the news media, I'm not hard to find in Independence, Oregon. Trust me, I'm the only one that sits in a wheelchair and pushes my little butt around town all day long. So you people in the media want to contact me, I'm available. You can contact me here on Skype at Glenn Ewell too. I'm on Facebook, Glenn Ewell, last name Ewell. You can't miss me. But it's you people out there I want to hear from. Those of you who are survivors of electroshock treatment, know this. By breaking your silence makes you a survivor, not a victim. Stop victimizing yourself, saying, oh, poor me. Because I'm here to tell you it wasn't your fault. That your life was put in the hands of perverted people. It's not your fault. It's their fault. Whoever they were, they did it, not you. So speak up and speak out. Don't be a victim, be a survivor. My name is Glendale Ewell, and that's my story. I'm sticking to it because that's exactly what happened. And for those of you in the paranormal community, happy hunting.